Carrington, how are you? Hey, Wardell, how are you? It's like last time I checked, all we had to do was talk. I told you, be careful with that music, Michael.
No, I was only doing like 30 seconds or so. What's up, man? We'll bring y'all back in a second.
Just making sure. Facebook do not be playing.
Whatever y'all need.
So, you know,
Party going down.
I had to get off of, well, I didn't have to get off Facebook, kicked me off.
What?
Because we were playing music on our, on the radio.
Okay.
And I kept telling Michael, he's like, we need to get rid of the music.
Oh, wow.
And he didn't want to listen to me. So I had to start a new Facebook page. Look, I got a gap in my hair.
It looks fly now.
Come back. Here.
That's the one thing I miss about Atlanta.
Hold on.
Being in the hair capital of the universe.
Right. Where? In Houston?
No, this.
Oh, in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it is. Hey, cool kids. I just got finished talking
What
about
up, Chris? No, I can't see you from all the way over there. Sorry.
Hey, Dolores.
Hey, Dominique.
Yep. Good morning. Okay, so what did I do with this one?
This is my mic.
Don't come, it'll come back. Or maybe I did this one.
Hi, Sarah.
Let me go up here and look at this photo. You said it's on Instagram, Michael? Can they see my computer?
Can you angle mine down a little bit, Joe?
I don't know why y'all have it like this. Well, you asked me to do something, so the only way I could do it is to do it this way. Y'all had it in there wrong. Shit, you could do it yourself. You had it in there wrong. Because you had it in there. Ooh, boy, you better be quiet.
It's a gospel.
You don't even know the name of 5
Michael
gospel
and Joy in the
songs.
morning. MichaelandJoy.com. Bossy Joy is back. Welcome back, Joy.
Hey, Michael. You
You're
know, one of the
doing
things that I
IR?
will not appreciate is I'm not being bossy. You asked me to do something, and the only way to do it is to do it right.
Boy, we missed that. Joy A. Pearson is back. How are you recovering?
I'm recovering well. I am back to the
Why are you not sitting down?
Because I don't want to sit down,
I'm sure the
and I
doctor...
am on my good leg, which allows me to rest the other leg.
Okay. It's like you never left.
Yep, I didn't. Just took some time off.
You've been here in spirits.
I have. While y'all been in here having a good time.
Man, it's been
Yeah,
super
no,
duper
I
lit.
watched a couple shows.
Hey, what I was about to say? What you learned about yourself these 9 days you've been off? You can sleep good?
9 days. Oh, you mean when I sleep in?
Yeah.
Man, I wake up, share the show, and go right back to sleep.
I see that notification. Joy A. Pearson is on.
Yeah, but not for long.
Where's she going?
I'll come back and watch the rest later. What's up with all the papers over?
Hey, come on now. We be
Look
putting
like
in
you
work
doing
back
your
here.
taxes.
I'm done. Hold on. What's the date? Oh, no, I'm good.
What's going on?
Hey, Miss Schofield is in the building.
Woo!
Hey, Miss Schofield.
Hey,
She's lit already. How you doing today?
I'm excited.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Let me call you by your first name. LaShonda.
LaShonda.
LaShonda. Just
Yes.
one
Bless his heart,
syllable.
baby.
Yeah.
Bless his heart.
Syllables. Tell us about yourself. Hold on. Now, I do know something. You originally from Valdosta.
Yeah, Valdosta.
Valdosta, however you want to say it.
I was born in Valdosta.
Okay.
Yes.
Why you gotta say it like
I
that?
know why
Like,
she all proper. What's up with that posture? Posture change, hands all.
right.
Maybe it's because he did say a gospel station. He was like, hold on. She got it together.
Right.
Just in case my mama watched.
And then she tried to do like this. But Valdosta originally.
I was born in Valdosta, yes, but I grew up in PG County.
PG County,
Uh-oh.
Maryland. There you go.
Maryland.
I always tell people when we have guests that come in from PG County, I
Yes.
just tell them it's the same as Cobb County in Georgia because those police
Clearly.
don't play up there in PG County.
They really don't.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get it
What
twisted.
was up with the move? Why did you guys move from Valdosta up to
Well,
What's
Maryland?
the difference?
Quite simple response. I'm the product of a teen mom. So my mother, when she graduated from high school, she went up north.
Mhm.
She went up north, and she went up north, and for a better life, for a better.
Did you already have
Opportunity.
family up there?
We did not.
Oh.
We did not have family in Maryland, so we went there, and childhood was great.
There you go.
Yeah.
well,
And as we know, you are a singer/songwriter.
I'm a singer/songwriter, and I'm also a music group owner.
Oh,
So
Ah.
I'm the first featured artist on my music group called 309 Music.
nice. 309 Music.
Come on,
okay,
309.
congratulations. What's the 309? Tell us what the 309
It's my
represents.
birthday.
Ah.
It's my birthday.
That's
So I
very
play,
much.
play on words. So I have the number 3. I have OH.
Okay.
O.
Okay.
9
There you
music
go.
group.
There you
I was
go.
like, I guess you'll
Congratulations.
never forget that.
Thank you.
Now you've been singing for a long time. I
Been
read your
singing for a
bio.
long
Like you were
time.
singing before, like you could really talk, right?
That my first memory of singing was at the age of 3. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But barely talk.
Was that them stages where your parents had you like be the entertainment?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Shonda, come here, Shonda.
Yes. Like my
Uh-huh.
mom, it's so funny. And I remember this like it was yesterday. My mom was like, "You gonna sing the greatest love of all?"
Why
I
was
like,
that
"I'm
the
tired, I don't
go-to?
want to do it. She's like, "No, you're gonna sing the greatest love of all, and then you can go to bed." So she would have me sing for her friends.
That's such a hard song.
It is, but obviously I must
You
have sang
did,
it before,
yeah.
and it resonated with her enough to have me sing it for her friends.
There you
So
go.
that's my first memory.
That's my story.
That's my
sticking
story.
to it.
As Jordan said, did you monetize it though?
Right. Well, she is that.
I'm now. I'm
Hey,
monetizing it now. So-
Miss Schofield is in the building. LaShonda, to be more specific, we're gonna talk about her new record, Watch That Man.
Yes.
Oh,
Ooh, we got it, too.
Yeah,
I
watch that
listened to
man.
it the
That's
other
gonna
day.
be funny. You mean like literally wash him in the tub, or
Metaphor
Okay.
for self-care.
should have figured
Yes. All
It is
about that.
self-care. It's a cautionary tale for our men.
that? Okay.
Cautionary tale.
Cautionary tale. We tend to want to label songs as man-hating songs. It's not a man-hating song. It's a cautionary
A
tale.
cautionary
So,
tale. I love that.
basically, it's a metaphor for, releasing toxic energy.
There you go. As a matter of fact, we're gonna
She
release
says,
some
it, she
toxic
says it so well.
energy today because today is National Orange Juice Day, if you did not know. Recognized on this day, very popular breakfast drink. People have been waking up to a glass of orange juice for many years. Now, 1 ounce of orange juice is about 124 milligrams of vitamin C and supplies potassium and all that other good stuff. A little bit of sunshine in the morning about to boost your day. Shout out to National Orange Juice Day.
Sounds
I
so
don't know.
much better when I do the national days. I just want you to know it really does.
She is a... Hey,
I was
it's
gonna
Michael
say,
Jordan Morning.
it really
MichaelJordan.com. Wake up, like up.
How you gonna take my job from me? I only got one.
We're going to let you come back slowly.
I got your slow. Right over there, get my paper. You're such a hater.
Hi, Stacy. Hi, sis. I see my sister. Thank you. Shit. Don't be taking that's my job.
That's my job. I only got one. Make sure the palate is straight. Where Elam at?
Is it okay if I shout out? I'm going to shout out
Yes.
an organization that's raising money for mental health awareness. Because tomorrow is National Silence the Shame Day.
Okay, yeah.
You know Shanti Doss?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I'm co-partnering with her.
Okay.
For her texathon tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
We know her. She's been up here and everything.
Oh, that's what's up.
She's partnering with Shanti.
Yes.
Tomorrow is
High school
National.
together.
National Silence the Shame Day.
Mhm.
We went to high school together. Well, she went to Banks.
Hey guys, good morning. How are you?
Small boat. Hi, how are you?
Look, you was telling me to get closer to the mic. I thought you was telling me
To put your shirt up, right? I was like, no. Somebody come in.
About to say security over here.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. We're back hanging out with Miss LaShonda Schofield. She got a new record out. We're going to talk about that new record and all that good stuff. Guess who's back? It's the life of the party. My men's are back. Tomorrow's going down. What's that event about, brother?
Cinco de Negros, Cinco de Mayo. Please come join us, party with us, kick it with us. It's going to be such a great time.
Where you guys going to be at?
We're going to be at Evan Gotti Lounge on Buford Highway, 4337 Buford Highway.
And you guys were here a couple of weeks ago, man. Just remind everybody why you came up with this celebration, Cinco de Negro.
Because Loft P throws events, so we have to throw the best events. So, of course, this is going to be the best Cinco de Mayo event. So, like I said,
So it only made sense.
it only makes sense.
Tell us about that podcast you guys do, though.
Okay, so Loft P, which is an acronym for Life of the Party. What we do is we specialize in pop culture, everything popping in pop culture.
There you go. And how can they check that one out? Because I was reading y'all media kit the other day. I got to check one of them shows out.
Yeah, man, you can find us on all social media, Loft P100, LOFTP 100. And it's mainly our shows are broadcasting now on YouTube.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Get
about.
that money.
Congratulations. Now, tomorrow at the event, man, what can people expect at the party tomorrow?
Oh man, it's gonna be live, man. Muy bonita chicas, you know.
Hold on, slow down. We English over I'm just joking.
Oh man, you know, all my hombres gonna be in the building. Oh man, we're gonna have a pinata up there, man. Some tacos, burritos.
I'm about to
down,
say,
man.
Lord have mercy. After a couple of drinks, imagine somebody trying to hit that
Oh
pinata.
yeah.
That's when the fun starts, man. You know how we get down.
Can I get a Coors Light, though? Anybody got a Coors Light over there?
Tequila, man. You taking shots. You taking shots.
We got some Coors over there. You have some Coors, we got tequila.
There you
We
go.
got a little hunch punch. You know, we got a little everything.
The hunch punch.
Nice. Take you all the way back to college.
Miss Schofield, I'm glad you're going home.
She was like, actually, I was thinking about extending our trip.
Yeah. I had to say this part up.
We got something new for y'all to menu, man. We got the first ever time. We got now a real taco, man.
Oh, nice.
Real taco, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
And he threw some barbecue sauce on there. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Hey, one more time, man. The information and how they can come hang out tomorrow.
Man, Loft P100, man. We in the building. Wherever you want to look at. So, social media, Facebook, IG, Snapchat, Twitter, is all Loft P100, man.
Now, I have a quick question because I found everybody but you on Instagram. Are you on Instagram as well, too?
Oh yeah. I'm on.
Okay.
Me personally?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm on Instagram. You gotta find me by one of my other pseudonyms, man.
Oh, okay. Because I found Urkel
That's my
yesterday.
bad. Hey, we come back. We got more of Michael and Joy in the morning. Is that Elam B. King over there? Yeah, the man. Yeah, MichaelandJoy.com. Wake up.
Lego. Star
He said,
Wars.
I got another pseudonym.
Right.
He said, I got another name. I'm not mad at you.
Could you spell that for us? What up, B.
Hey, we
Reed?
can, if y'all want to hang
What
out
up,
some more,
Joe?
we can-
How you
y'all
doing?
have on for another set, 'cause we
Hey,
got a bunch
fam.
of people coming in
Fam.
today, so y'all can hang out. It's cool.
Okay.
You ain't even touch with him. You know man.
You know, if you're a no-show on the show, you banned for what is it, 120 days,
I
Joy?
bet. That's crazy.
180.
I should ban him too.
You were like about that band.
Come on, Elam.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Come on, you want to hang out of here, or you just can't?
Well,
you can't find it.
I'm gonna try. Well, it's too late now because I know the show done started.
I was gonna say, this is her.
I think she overslept. She stayed away everybody's do. So if she overslept, I know she not gonna make it. But I keep trying.
She said she overslept.
I don't know what else.
I ain't mad at you.
Her manager said she ain't been late in 5 years. She's been working
So
with
it's probably not overslept.
Yeah,
It's probably
yeah,
something
yeah.
more.
Yeah, maybe it's something deeper.
Oh, well, I'll keep you guys
Okay.
posted. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Well, we know you here.
Thanks for coming.
Like, for real, Eddie. Eddie talking about some crazy.
Thanks for coming out.
Hey, I didn't know she was leaving.
Is that Tracy still? Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
Lord have mercy. I didn't know we was kicking her out.
Well, holla.
Is that the Tracy still?
Yes, yeah, I know, right?
Forward to having a conversation with her.
Yeah, that was gonna be pretty interesting.
But it's all good.
Dinner day.
Yeah, all of the
Oh, okay.
Thank you for coming.
That was so funny.
She walked away on the I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was trying to be like,
Nah, you was
Hospitable.
yeah.
Trying to be hospitable about that.
that was wrong.
She like she was about to leave. So
All right, well, God bless you. Good night.
He said, we ain't
that guy who said that. That was funny.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. Elam B. King is in the building hanging out with us today. Also, shout out to Miss LaShonda Schofield. She's in the building. We're checking out her new single, Watch That Man.
Why you gotta say it like that? Oh my God, it sounds nasty when he say it.
Watch that man. Watch
I
him.
can't mess with you, Michael.
That girl. Who is that girl?
I'm every woman.
Hmm?
Every woman.
It came into everybody's head just then. Everybody thought it.
Where you get that nickname from, though?
Actually, someone gave it to me. You know how nicknames go. A guy named Lamont Sanders. He's a gospel singer, and I was writing for him at the time, and he was like, you know, people probably won't remember your name, but they may be like, you know, that girl, she can write some songs.
Yeah.
So he was like, yeah, you that girl.
You that girl.
That makes sense. And you, I was almost a co-host on Regis and Kelly
How about
before.
that?
Really?
Yeah, I was.
I'm glad
there,
you
but
sound surprised.
Joy got a little, you know, we was just starting Michael and Joy, so when Michael Strahan left, they was looking for a replacement.
Wow.
And Kelly had called me
Mm-hmm.
and was like, Michael, you free? I was like, Joy and I starting up our new show, Michael and Joy in the morning, so I'm gonna have to pass on that offer. And eventually they brought Ryan Seacrest on. It was you know, it was fine. No hard times. I just wanted to make my partner happy. You know what I'm saying?
You know the beautiful thing about that is that he keeps a straight face.
Yeah.
Like he know he full of
I'm
crap.
just going with it. I'm just going with it.
I'm from South Beach.
Yeah,
You know, we know
I'm
how to
going
lie.
with it. Yeah.
But I bring up Mr. Big Kelly.
It's an art to it.
It is
Straight
hard.
face and go.
And believe it, you gotta believe it yourself.
Exactly. But the thing is, I say that because you had some of your music featured on Regis and Kelly.
It's a song called When I Get You Alone. And it's a song that I co-wrote with Atlanta producer named Chucky Charles.
Chucky Charles, you know Chucky.
Wow.
Chucky's been up here before.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to. What's the name of that song?
When I Get You Alone.
When I get
Watch
you,
That Man.
I was gonna say, I'm about to say, what do you do when you get him alone?
Watch That
Watch
Man.
That
That's exactly what you do. But no, we've had Chucky Charles here before.
Yeah,
Man, I think Chucky was up here with Superwoman, Karen White.
Okay.
Yeah, he's done some work with Karen White. So man, small world.
Yeah,
Huh?
that's my
Karen
baby.
White?
Yeah,
That's what's up.
come on now.
Oh, no, I'm sleeping.
Why you gotta make it seem
No,
like
I
you just
missed
be
that one
having,
because
like,
I like,
lanes
I
up
was a
here.
little fan back in the day. You know?
Oh, okay, it's all good. We'll bring it. She's coming back.
Okay.
You want me
She
to
got a
We're
play
on
coming
Friday.
back.
Yeah,
And you
yes,
want to
sir.
know who else is coming back? Your boy, Tony Terry.
Oh yeah, I saw that Tony
He
Terry.
got a
Yeah,
play
yeah,
coming
Tony
out.
Terry. So yeah, shout out to you. Hey, Elam B. King is in the building with us today. LaShonda Schofield is in the building today with us too. Hey, I had saw a story yesterday. It was a wild scene yesterday around 9 a.m. on westbound I-70 near Hope Road. That's somewhere up there. What state is that? Oh, it's in Indiana. Bags of money were flying out the back of a Brinks truck. Yup. Something. It looked like a movie scene where you have bills, loose bills flying all over the interstates, vehicles stopping, people getting out of their cars to grab the money. Troopers at the scene initially said up to $600,000 had flown across the interstate, but police later said the exact amount was not known. Now, police up in Indiana are asking people, anyone, check this out. So they put out a press release. Are asking if anyone found loose money on the Indiana highway Wednesday, please return it.
That's like one of the things where you're like, yeah, I found
Everybody Hazard Lights was on that day.
it's like $1 million lost, but you only account for $200,000.
Right. I was gonna say, yeah.
You got a $1,000 deposit going into your BOA account?
Oh, no, I
Nope,
don't.
not going in there.
I was say Alibaba might get some of it, but it ain't gonna be Bank of America.
Stack
That's
that
for
money
sure.
on
I'm putting that money underneath my mattress. That's
Yeah,
exactly what my money
I
goes. Ain't
can
gonna
tell
be
you
me.
who ain't gonna get it, okay? The IRS.
That'd be somebody is doing that right now in Indiana.
They really
Somebody
are.
is waiting for the bank to open because they got about $17,946 in quarters. And they like, hey, I want to deposit this.
About that.
Hey, the phone was
Only
ringing. We
when
had a phone call.
Michael.
Elam B. King is in the building. Welcome back, brother.
What up, what up? What's
How you
going
been?
on? I'm alright.
How was your trip last week?
It was good, man. Went to Charlotte. Shout out to everybody who came to the intimate conversation with Marjorie up in Charlotte. It was definitely a great event. Nice, intimate setting, and it was good.
Nice.
I'm gonna say you've been making your rounds, Elam. When you wrote the book, Understanding a Man, was that something that you were thinking was gonna happen, or did you just plan on writing the book for fulfillment for you?
Honestly, I just thought about just writing it and releasing it, and that's it. I mean, everything that's been happening thereafter is literally a blessing, and that's what happens when you start to walk, I guess, where you're in the light of where you're supposed to go. Just resources just start showing up. So people are asking me, "Do you have a publicist?" I'm like, "No."
Right.
No,
Yeah, I do.
Not yet, anyway,
It's
man.
all me.
I ain't grinding that thing, but it just
Spell
conversations happen. People just show up. I'll be somewhere. Hey, such and such, and it goes from there.
Miss Schofield has
Pretty
a new
awesome.
record out called Watch That Man, and a lot of times when people hear songs or song titles from female artists like Miss Schofield, they think the first thing that comes to their mind is that they're male bashing.
Yeah.
Why is that perception?
Because I think that previously that was the case. You know, even when certain movies come out, we're just like, oh,
Here we go again.
Here we go. You know, you
What
gotta start beating
Tyler
up on
talking
these
about
guys.
that?
And I think that even in writing this, that's one of the things that a lot of times progressively moving forward, man, we don't speak, out in public. We don't speak about matters of the heart. So, we hurt too. We're confused too. We get disappointed too. But those are sensitive sides,
Yeah.
so we don't really want to say these things. So that was one of the things that if those that have read, you can definitely see inside of the manual that the men are speaking and say, okay, yeah, we hurt here, we hurt there.
And we were talking yesterday.
And
we
it's
were
okay.
talking
Yeah.
domestic violence and mental health with Valerie Randolph, and we talk about some of the mental health issues that plague our relationships, especially with our women.
I think that one of the things that's so interesting when it comes to your career, you're willing to go to work and go to college and educate yourself, right? Or when it comes to when you want to step up out into some type of business or whatever, you'll go do the due diligence. But matters of the heart, we don't seek higher learning. We just kind of through osmosis, it's just going to just happen. And we have to understand now that you have to do your due diligence in your relationship as well. You can't just let it just organically evolve. No. Let's kind of pull back on that, because literally, if your home, particularly those who are married, if your home's not on point, everything outside of that is off.
Jacked up.
So your money's wrong. Your relationship with your friends is probably wrong. So we need to come back home and get that home right, and then kind of expand from there. But when we start talking about counseling and things of that nature, it's as if there's something wrong with us. There's something wrong with everybody.
Right,
And we just need to admit
right.
that and then go forward from there. And I think that that's why sometimes one of the topics that we were going to talk about today is about seasonal decisions. A lot of times somebody who you encounter, they really weren't supposed to be your life partner. They were supposed to be there for a season, maybe to just show you something, but because you didn't figure you out yet, you went ahead and made them a life partner.
LaShonda, please jump in there. What happened? What happened? You went a couple of
Do you have a
seasons with
moment?
somebody?
Yes.
Like, about that.
Yeah.
You should see my list of song titles, right?
Yes, I recently went through a divorce.
Okay.
So, yes. And I, to piggyback off of what you were saying, we go to the doctor for our physical ailments. I ache, I broke a bone, I have a headache. But we don't go to the doctor for our mental health.
No, we don't.
We just don't. And we need to do that. We need to do that together.
Exactly.
And I think that is the start of building and growing
And
in that area.
one of the things I always say to people who are unmarried, because sometimes people who are married, they kind of look down on the single folk, like, oh, you're not married yet. Look, single people, unmarried people, or I call them progressively moving forward people, they are in the best position because you have a chance to get you right first before you go to the other person.
Amen.
You have a chance of walking in your life first, so that you're not getting with somebody and say, oh, they don't make me happy. No, how about you get you right first?
Right.
Okay, and then you can understand when the wrong person or when that seasonal person comes along, you can pay attention to your discernment and say, okay, you know what? This isn't the one, and pivot and go in another direction versus making them a life partner.
That's the same way that Southwest airline picture where everybody had their mask on wrong. Y'all remember that picture?
That's
because
real.
the
That's
flight
real.
attendants say, put your mask on first
That's a good
before you
example.
help anybody else.
Correct.
And that's what happened. If you look at that picture, everybody's mask is messed up. Every mask all over their mouth. Like, nobody put it on right. One, they didn't pay attention to the instructions on the plane. And then two, there is a valid reason they say that. And if we're not taking care of ourselves first, before we try to jump in some, everything else around is gonna be jacked up, ain't it?
Just
That
like
sounds
that.
about right.
And that's how you have people there's people who are married 20, 30 years. It's called unhappily married.
Yeah.
Okay, and they just ride that bad boy out because just people are just supposed to stay together, right? I'm not advocating for anybody to get a divorce or break up, but let me just be real. Some of y'all need to break up. I mean, for real, like some people don't belong together. You're not good together, and that's why sometimes, ladies, I know that particularly you're nurturers, right? So you'll see a guy and you see such potential, and you're like, okay, let me hang in there or whatever.
I can help him.
Yeah, you can help him, right? Honestly, sometimes you're just supposed to be that seed. You just dropped the seed in the ground, and maybe you just identified, hey, you might be good in this area or that area or whatever. And then guess
let it
what?
grow.
And then let it grow, and you're supposed to walk off. And honestly, you might be preparing him for another woman.
You know what? I can totally understand, because I always tell people that sometimes people are just chapters in the book. They don't actually have to stay the whole book.
Ooh.
Hey, when we come back, we're gonna check out this new song called Wash My Man. Wash your what?
Write that one down.
Yeah, watch that man.
It
Yeah.
sounds so much better
I
when
was
she says it.
That sounds a lot better.
Watch that man.
Sounds like you. All I can see is like on it.
Ain't nobody mic on. Mic with Joe.
Is it wash or watch? I'm talking.
All I can see is like what a loofah.
Wash your man? Really? What does that video look like?
Well, we haven't shot the video yet.
I'm just saying.
But I
y'all
do-
can tell me what
But I do have the song.
dope.
We'll be ready.
Hey. Okay. Wash your
I do
man.
have the song, Michael.
Do you use a
I got it.
washcloth?
Okay,
Do
you
you
got
use
it.
a loofah? What do you?
Right.
I don't want to give it away.
Oh, I don't have nothing on
I don't want to give it
Oh, I
away.
thought you had something.
I don't want to give it away. Hi, Ivan. Co-writer
Whoop,
Ivan.
whoop. Hey, Ivan.
Hi,
Ivan.
What's going on? I have an on this day, and I have some birthdays. Happy birthday, Samara.
Yeah, these is
Like
birthday
these.
notes.
Little bit.
Yeah, for
Hey, Orbid Lids. How are you doing?
50 cent. 50 cent.
Yay.
50 cents. Go, Shawty.
Hey,
It's your
Gindy.
birthday.
Hey, Calvin.
Is
how are you?
that-
Thank you for
Yeah,
tuning
just
in.
let it ride out you can let it ride the whole song, and then we'll just cut it when we need to. We'll just stop it
Oh, I
when
forgot to
we need
mention Shantice.
Joy.
Oh, and that was perfect
What
timing,
time?
too.
We gotta Joy, we gotta get you a radio ID. We gotta record you a radio ID and a
Okay.
drop
Okay.
and some promos. I'm
Sure,
excited.
let's do it.
Hey, Bailey.
Oh, yeah. You've been out here working.
Seven. What's going on?
I gotta listen to one I was working
That you
messing
did the other day?
with Michael. Yeah,
Okay.
No medium shirt.
I might be able to listen to the headphones.
This is my medium.
Medium.
Hey, Fram. Oh, that's not Fram.
He
That's
can-
the other.
he can
That's
play
the
it
other.
right now.
That's the other brother.
Eddie, you're not coming over here, Eddie.
No, I'm saying you play.
This is more
It's
better.
right now.
Yeah, that's how
Oh,
people
go to
stay
the market.
together
thank
for
you.
like 5, 6,
I
7,
know.
8,
I got a
9
couple
years.
different views
And then
going
a lot
on
of times
over here.
people just,
Just
they
want to be able to
like,
see
supposed to be
everybody.
dating
But
for
we
like
are
4 or
actually
5
on
years. What you
YouTube
dating
as
that long
well.
for?
Mike
I don't
on
understand.
Facebook. So
I think
could
the
always
man
go
knows
over to
that he
YouTube
wants
as
Yeah.
well
after-
to kind of see what's
really
going
after
on.
6 months, but he's gonna ride it out.
I'm trying to tell you.
He's gonna
What
ride
we,
it out.
what we
Make
talking
sure.
about?
People
Dating for
be
years.
dating for like
Yeah,
5, 6 years. What is you
that's not-
doing?
You want to
Yeah,
know
that's
what?
not
So one of my mentors told me that the reason why you're dating for five or 6 years is one, you gave it up. So you know what
Yeah.
I mean. Like
Right.
at this
You
point,
playing house.
you know what I mean. You playing house. He was like, see how long that engagement lasts if y'all celebrate.
That's my whole thing. Yep. Yeah, that's real. Yeah, go
Holy.
celebrate and see how long that thing really lasts. That's real though.
Yeah, they were like, I mean, and then you really
Yeah.
get to see what they're
Yeah.
talking about. You really get to understand them,
Just
meet
that
them.
And then sex clouds the situation. Let's just keep it real. Now, in my unmarried days, I would never have wanted a man to say that to any lady.
Right. But if we're just being honest.
Yeah, if we're just being honest, it does cloud the
You're
situation.
spirit
So,
sharing.
yeah.
That was good.
I'm happy about it.
I just read a book
Go to,
by Jermon Flynn, and he was talking about. He talked about that.
Spirit sharing.
Spirit sharing, and he talked about how to break the soul ties.
Yeah, that's right.
Go to the left hand side. Go to the left hand side.
And then write
Put them
why
in the
you did.
playlist.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, whether or not you were drunk, whether or not you
You
were
know,
in
though,
love
when
with
we
them,
come
whether or
back-
not you
Oh, they
liked
all right
them,
there.
All right,
whether or not it was
Come
like,
back.
that's all
I got it
stuff
all
like
organized for
that,
you,
and then throw it away. He was like, recognize the
Sure.
pattern.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. Got an awesome show for you today. Miss Schofield hanging out with us today. We're going to be checking out her new record, Watch That Man. Also, author Elam B.
It just sounds so bad when you say it.
Watch That Man.
Yeah,
Watch That Man.
is he saying it too fast?
Yeah, soul ties.
Oh, okay. I was about to say that's a whole different topic right there.
Also, today's show is brought to you by our very own Elam B. King, author of Understanding the Man. We're talking relationships. We're talking love.
UnderstandingTheMan.com.
We're talking watching that man. Today, the 4th of May, 2018.
And on this day, it is National Star Wars Day.
Nice.
May 4th for each year is designated as National Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you instead of May the 4th be with you. This day is celebrated by thousands of Star Wars enthusiasts with parties and celebrations. Star Wars didn't first include the often quoted phrase on May 4th. It was 1979. Britain elected the first female Prime Minister, Margaret Thatcher, and on May 4th, the day she took office, the Conservative Party placed an advertisement in the London Evening News, which read, "May the 4th be with you, Maggie. Congratulations." So, if you're wondering why people are dressed like Ewoks, now you know.
Or dressed like Margaret Thatcher today.
Or Margaret Thatcher, or going around like, "Whoa."
Wait, how does that?
Joey.
Hey, if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you, because here's some celebs that share that same day with you. Happy birthday to Lance Bass. Remember, one of my favorite groups of all time.
NSYNC.
He's 39 years old today. Also, DMV's own Victor Oladipo. He is from DeMatha High School. I don't know if DeMatha was in PG County though, was it? It was in PG County? Yeah, so shout out to Victor Oladipo, 26 years old today. Also gotta say happy birthday to Aaron Andrews, who turns 40. Actor Will Arnett turns 48 years old today. Kamora Lee Simmons turns 43 years old today. Also, happy birthday to the lady that put out a whole bunch of Jacksons. Catherine, to be more specific. Catherine Jackson turns 88 years old today. And how crazy is it that her firstborn, I think it's her firstborn, I'm sure, Jackie Jackson turns 67 years old today. Jackie and Catherine, same day. But I think he's the first at 60. Huh? He's the oldest Jackson.
Was he in the group?
Yes. He played the bass. He was the big dude with the bass. So which one is that, Eddie?
You know, the other day I was looking at a group too, and I was like, I didn't even know they had another fourth member in Drew Hill.
Oh, wow. Oh,
I thought you were talking about Menudo.
Them too. I was like, they had 5 people.
You know, they used to change Menudo out every Monday, Saturday morning. You'd be watching the cartoons and Menudo. It was always a new person in there. Like,
They all
yes.
what was going on? Also celebrating a birthday today, Randy Travis turns 59 years old today. Former Pittsburgh Steeler turns, James Harrison turns 40. And a WB birthday. Miss Schofield, a WB birthday is a would have been birthday if Audrey Hepburn would have been here today. She would have been celebrating her 89th birthday. She passed away at the young age of 63 years old. And for those that don't know, Katharine Hepburn won an Academy Award in her role Breakfast with Tiffany. At Tiffany.
Oh, that's a whole different president.
Breakfast
Lord
at
have
Tiffany.
mercy.
Y'all.
All right, well, shout out to a few birthdays. Happy birthday to my adorable niece Samara, who celebrates her birthday tomorrow, and Dion. And for today, happy birthday, Eric. And shout out to VA's own 757, Mr. Roger Winston. Happy birthday.
VA, hey, if you celebrate a birthday today, happy birthday to you.
And Michael and Joy.
He's been gone for 9 days.
He's been gone.
He's been gone. He's been gone.
Oh, Tyra,
Hey.
1089. Call us 678-383-2339.
Hey, shout out to the state of Georgia because Governor Nathan Deal on Wednesday signed House Bill 673, which would require drivers to use hands-free technology when using cell phones and other electronic devices while driving. Now, but hands-free isn't as clear-cut as it sounds. Now, here's a look at what would and would not be allowed. Prohibited starting on July 1st, holding or supporting with any part of the body a wireless telecommunications device or standalone electronic device.
That's serious.
Also, writing, sending, reading any text-based communication, including text messages, instant messages, email, internet data while holding your device. The next one that's prohibited, watching a video or movie, hint, wink, wink, or other things watching data related to navigation on your vehicle, apps, blah, blah, blah. And the last one that's prohibited, and I'm sure there's going to be more, is recording a video while being in your vehicle. So the first ticket is going to be $75.
That's
and
here?
then after that, you're going to jail for
So no
17
more going
years.
live. No more going live.
Nah,
If you go
I was
live,
gonna
you're
say,
gonna get a ticket.
That's right.
Well, that's the only
Y'all
difference.
can't go live in your car no more.
I was gonna say, so in other words, me and Brenton can watch videos once we get to South Carolina.
But can you look at your MapQuest because
Yeah,
that's
you
data
can-
related?
Well, let me read the law here, sir.
Considering he got it all
Governor.
written down.
Governor.
Yeah. Just
Meanwhile,
know,
see, the only reason why he could pass that is because he got a driver.
Who, Nathan?
I was gonna say, because you know good and well he on his phone.
He ain't gonna be driving. He gonna have to drive soon because his time almost up. Cause that sister coming in there.
I was gonna say, that
Tear
don't
up.
mean nothing. His money's stacked up. He ain't gonna have to worry about
But
driving.
it says watching a movie. I'm sorry, watching a video or movie other than watching data-related navigation. So no, you good on your navigation,
Okay.
but if you watching episodes of Parks and Rec while driving to your place
But-
of business, not gonna work.
Here's the scary thing. That actually opens up the door for a lot more pullovers because the officer could
Yes.
always be like,
I
I
saw
saw
you-
them on
I
your
saw
cell
you
phone.
on your
You see what I'm
phone.
saying? You gotta,
Yeah.
that right there is the setup.
Yeah.
You
It's
can
gonna
talk,
keep it
Eddie.
real.
You can just double tap real quick and swipe it over to your app, and then like,
Yeah.
Hey, we can't hear you, Eddie. Don't listen to
He
me.
could just
But
double.
you still
he could
get
just
pulled
double tap.
over, though.
But
That's
you're
the
still,
process of
yeah,
getting
you're
pulled
still
over.
being pulled over. Officer, I had my seatbelt on, and I don't
Right.
know why his head was down there.
And
This might be.
That's gonna be an accident.
I was like visual.
Wait a minute, everybody gotta be like, huh? Alright, we've all been there.
Actually,
I didn't. So I hope y'all been there.
Oh, they said Texas passed it last year, so it's not, this is, I guess, going around.
Huh?
Texas passed
Texas
that law
passed
last
it,
year. So I actually thought you already couldn't be on your cell phone. But that's,
Hey
Yeah, but
Gillis,
DC,
hey
they
Calvin,
hard
hey
in DC
Joseph.
on that.
Oh yeah, Virginia is pretty intense too.
I mean, they got the cameras, the red light cameras,
Hey,
speed
James.
cameras.
they have that thing that's on the
Nothing
side of the
is-
road that's just like, it's just sitting there
Yeah.
flashing.
Yeah.
And it's always clocking people with tickets.
Yeah.
I don't know who came up with that one, but that's some old RoboCop.
so you're saying is get an Uber in DC?
Yeah,
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
not just
Everybody drives
DC,
super
New York
slow 'cause
too.
they scared to run into one.
Yeah, pretty much.
what up, Roger? What up, Santiago?
Very interesting.
Hey, Bonnie.
Well, y'all better not be on your phones.
It's not till July.
Yeah, I know, but no more live though. That's the funny part. You really
I was
can't.
gonna say,
I mean, you
well-
could, but quite frankly, I mean,
Why take that chance
they're
though?
gonna start sending tickets based upon what they see on live.
Yeah,
Think
that's
about it.
another
They
thing
could.
too. Right.
It's
Why not?
evidence.
They got you, red-handed.
Damn, so they got access to that?
I mean, you give or take.
That's crazy.
Why not?
They got access to everything else.
That's why I'm off the grid.
Give me your Facebook address.
That's why I'm off the grid.
Man.
Oh no. That's
Oh, Joy, this was your
I
your
know.
warm chai tea.
Woo, thank you.
It's still warm.
The states already have it. I don't know. What up?
Do you recommend men read your book? I feel like
Oh, I definitely recommend men read it because here's the thing. a lot of the thoughts that we have, sometimes you might think that it's just you having them, particularly like for people who just get married. You know, so a lot of times, I know for me, the people who were around me,
Did you see that?
people around me, they were all single.
You gotta twist it.
Okay.
What it do?
okay.
It just
It
came
just
out.
went. It just went right
Tighten
back.
the
That's
joints.
This in
You
here.
tighten that one and then tighten that one right there.
Yeah, but
I'm listening, sir.
What's calling them still out there?
Yeah, you wanna go get them?
No, just tell them we'll bring them up in 10 more minutes if they still out there.
Well, then they would stay, wouldn't they?
I mean, we just wait until 10 minutes.
No, I'm saying just let them know that, like, stand in line and the person at the register don't acknowledge you in the line, that make you mad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
We'll be right with you, sir. Don't that make you feel a lot better?
A little bit.
Yeah.
a little customer service.
Right, that's what we're going for.
Just
That was a little customer service training for real.
Okay.
That was pretty good. Let me tell you who needs some customer service
Michael,
training, man.
is it okay if
So
I
what-
mention Shanti's
You can
event
mention
before
whatever
you
you
play
want
the
to,
song?
sister.
Yeah, that'll be your plug.
Homeland Security at the airport needs customer service training.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're listening, Homeland, they
that
so
won't
rude.
ever happen.
Yeah, they don't care.
And with this new Jetson push, and you know you gotta push the bins.
Oh,
at
I
certain
hate
times.
those.
yeah.
That
If
don't
you
help.
push
That
it
don't
the
give
wrong
no.
time, no, stop, everybody, stop. Okay, why y'all talking to everybody like this?
Michael and Joy in the morning.
Whoop whoop.
MichaelandJoy.com. Joy A. Pearson is
Yeah.
Joy A. Pearson is back with us.
Yes, sir.
Joy had to sit down, but
Yeah, I was gonna say my
Get
foot
that
was
knee
going
right.
to
right,
Get
that
that
thing was
right.
swelling up. Hey, shout out to all the Twitter users out there. Twitter has recommended that its 336 million users change their password. The company announced on Thursday that it discovered a bug that saved user passwords undetected on the internal log.
Oh,
Twitter
no.
said that it has since fixed the issue. Although the company said that there's no evidence that passwords had been leaked or misused, it's urging its users to update their passwords. As a precaution, though, consider changing your password on all your devices when you change your password.
I was gonna say, where was that story going?
So
when you okay,
So
all right.
mine is now going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll just add 5 to the end of mine.
Dollar sign. You
Exclamation.
gotta add that. You know?
Hashtag.
I'm just
I
trying to
remember
tell you.
that. LaShonda
No,
Schofield
my
is in the building with us today. Thank you for hanging out with us. You
Thank you for
are
having me.
you're going to be doing an event on Juneteenth.
Whoop
The
whoop.
day
Yes.
that all black people got free. Well, the
Yes.
remainder of the black
The
people got
remainder
free
of the black people in Texas.
Yes, in Texas.
Amen.
Yes.
You trying to check me? I know what
Mhm.
I know.
Well, I'm in Houston,
Just-
so I should know this
just-
stuff.
Yeah,
Just
you
gotta
should,
make
right.
sure
You
that
should
you
know
know
this
what you're
stuff.
talking about.
And it's as we mature and get older, we were talking this yesterday on the show, like how things were held back from us when we were young. Like growing up, I never knew anything about Juneteenth. I just knew about Black History Month, Dr. Charles Drew, Harriet Tubman, and Sojourner Truth. That's all I knew back in
That's all you
the
knew.
day. You know what I'm saying? But
I knew
Juneteenth
about-
is real.
Juneteenth is real.
Yeah, so you're gonna be at the Marietta Square doing
I'm
your
going-
thing.
Yeah, I'm going to be at the Marietta Square June 15th and the 16th,
Okay.
and I will be performing.
Nice.
Now the 15th, is that Friday night? That's that Friday night. So you're gonna be singing that Friday night too.
Yes, sir.
Nice. You're gonna be doing that song.
I'm going to be doing that song.
What's the name of that song?
Wash that
Wash your man.
Why you gotta say it all like that?
Wash that
Is it Elam?
Watch
Right. Then here you go. Watch that. Watch that. What you gonna do with him?
Hey, this is Elam B. King.
Right.
And it's 10 o'clock at night. Where's your man? As a matter of fact, if you would have washed your man,
You
he
would
would have
know.
been home. It's a new song from LaShonda Schofield. That's how Elam would. I can see him at night on
Late
Power
night.
108.9.
11 p.m. I'm coming on at 11
See, you have
p.m.
you have a different perspective of the song because you asked me, do you wash your man with
Yeah,
a
that's
loofah?
what
You have to listen.
Really?
I was
Okay.
gonna say you gotta listen.
Well,
See, it
you
could
know
be a
what?
little different, just like side chicks. I thought it was one type of book and it was something
Yeah.
completely different. So
Yeah,
I was
you
just
told
waiting
me
for
to
you
jack
to
that up.
yeah, I thought side chicks.
I was
We're
gonna say
talking
you looking
about,
for it too.
mental health, so I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that tomorrow
Okay.
is National Silence the Shame Day.
Okay.
Shanti Das. Shanti runs an organization called Hip Hop Pro Foundation, and she's going to be hosting a texathon tomorrow. So everyone, I'm going to have, I'm serving as a virtual captain for the organization, and so we're raising money for mental health awareness and resources.
That's serious.
Okay.
And absolutely, because it's, people tend to mock, shame those that have mental illness, and what they don't understand, they tend to exaggerate or make up or, you know, give people a hard time. So she's raising awareness in this area, and I'm proud to support her. You can text silence on your phone using 70 70 70. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to ask you, when you say mental illness or what have you, would you put depression or you know, anxiety, stuff like, would you put that in that category?
I would.
Okay.
I would.
Particularly depression, because that's one of the, they said in the next 5 years, that's going to be one of the top 3 killers for, particularly in for people of color. And 20, 30 years ago, I always said, you didn't hear about, let's just say, people of color killing themselves, you know, suicide and things of that nature. You didn't hear about that, but now that's here. We have to recognize that and be willing to, you know, do what it takes, whether it's counseling, whether it's seeking guidance, because I think a lot of times people just go to church on Sunday and just think that's okay, right? And that's it. And if you need a lot more of it, for you know, you have to literally wash your mind every day, just like you wash your body. Your body gets dirty every day, right? Well, your mind gets dirty every day as well, from the things you watch, the people you talk to. You might have the wrong inner circle, so we have to pay attention to that. And again, that leaks right over into our relationship. So
here's a scary statistic: 1 in 4 suffer from mental illness.
Yep.
1 in 4 people.
And that number also ties to domestic violence as well. 1 in 4 as it pertains to domestic violence. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in this room right now.
Michael, we know exactly who it is.
I know what category I'm going to. But somebody has been shaken. You know how back in the day your dad used to shake your mama real hard?
Yeah, my dad never did
I
that.
ain't talking about you.
Okay.
You know
Well,
what I'm talking about. My mama used to shake me. I think I got CTE.
I'm gonna shake this shit.
Right.
yeah,
Neck snap back
I
all
just got
hard.
beat. I didn't get shook.
And you did one of these
Whooping.
We didn't get spankings. We got whoopings.
We got whoopings. Hey, LaShonda Schofield is in the building. Watch That Man is a new record. Introduce the man. Yeah, introduce him too. Introduce that song.
Everyone, I'd love to welcome you to experience.
Look at her.
This song is near and dear to me. It's called Wash That Man.
On Power 108.9. Wake up.
You went right into it too. I was all captivated.
Slow down, you.
Right.
Wash your man.
Come on, Michelle.
Hey.
Went right into it.
Can't say it, Michael.
Hey, why all white people use a washcloth? Like, I mean, not the washcloth, but the bar soap.
I do.
With the bar
I
soap.
never understand anybody who does that.
Yeah,
Because you use up way more soap doing that. First
So
of
that's
all.
what you're worried about?
That's expensive.
You worried about this?
And you don't get that good laughter.
You don't get that good laugh? When you just got the bar?
Yeah, you don't get that good laughter. You gotta go real fast.
You know, to get that lather. You know what I'm saying? With a bar and stuff. Look, the washcloth brings in the lather. You know, the loofah bringing the lather.
But
With your
as
hand.
far as a washcloth right here, then when you get down there, it's a rag.
Right.
You gotta have one or one though.
Why are we having this conversation?
I'm supposed to be listening to the song, fool.
To the song, Elam.
Sounds good. Thank you.
You got your phone?
Yeah.
So you have a whole album?
I just had it pulled up on Spotify. That's why I was
This is
like,
just a single, but I'm releasing.
turn the phone right so you can.
How many songs? 5? Okay, nice.
Can you sing it?
Can we put you on the show?
Time to wash that man right out of
That
time.
ain't the bracket. You know me.
Oh, we sing with the song?
Yeah.
Oh. She was like, well, look,
She
I mean,
went
I
right
think
in.
you're doing a better job at explaining.
On a secret day, coming in my house real late, smelling like some. You're like a shortcut I cannot maintain. You tell so many lies, it's hard to keep them straight. Got a shampoo, lather, rinse, repair myself to go. Clip the mist so my life can finally grow.
She said lather.
Shout out to Lather. I was
Lather ain't never gonna be
That was saying you don't get that good lather with that.
You don't be thinking about that
Every time I bathe, tomorrow when I bathe, tonight when I bathe, I'm like, let me get this lather. That lather is serious.
That lather is serious. Hey, this is LaShonda Schofield, and you're waking up with Michael and Joy in the morning.
in the background.
I didn't record that.
Oh, I was about to say.
I didn't record that for real.
Appreciate that.
He talking
This
about
is my
appreciate that.
favorite part.
Uh-oh, it's your favorite part.
Time to clip doom daddies. Need to clip doom daddies. Time to clip doom daddies. Need to clip doom daddies. Need to clip doom daddies.
Okay.
All the
Okay,
girls
Cliff.
walking around here with head down their back, half of it dead. You need to let that go. Just try to hold off a
Let it
lick.
go.
Girl, we know that head dead.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelAndJoy.com. LaShonda Schofield
Okay,
in the
that's what
building.
y'all. Michael
Amazing
Button.
song.
But you
Coming
know, that's
up,
good
Michael.
though.
Wow.
Clip those dead ends though. That's what people
You gotta let
need.
that go.
Let these people go. You
And
know?
y'all, we can sing together. We just can't talk together.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, well, who was talking over Elam right then?
Me.
Oh,
My
well, note
bad.
to self then.
No, but I think a lot of times people are wondering where their blessing is and things of that nature. Sometimes you got to clip those dead ends in order for new growth. It happens for everything else with a plant. You clip it, correctly, and it grows faster. Same thing with your hair, right? Well, same thing with your relationship. If you really, sometimes if you let somebody go, then you can actually see your blessing come along. But you just sitting up there with the same dead end, right? Your seasonal decision, instead of, standing up and just saying, okay, we need to cut the cord here.
And a lot of times, the interesting thing is we think that because it didn't work in one particular scenario that our blessing won't ever come.
Mhm.
Right.
But sometimes, you just need to let that go so that your blessing can come.
And
Tell-
go ahead. No, I was going to say, and particularly those of, I would say, 30, 40, 50. Sometimes when people start getting up there in age, they're like, well, I'm getting older, so let me just stay with this person.
Right.
But I don't want to grow old, by myself. And sometimes, you might. I mean, marriage is not for everybody. People have to understand that. And so you don't just stay in there and stay with somebody just because. There has to be a reason for that. Because if not, you unhappy, they unhappy, y'all dying early, somebody getting sick. I mean,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
it evolves into the mental illness pieces that we're talking about, depression, and you just can't get right. And it's simply because you have not let that dead end go yet.
As a
You gotta
songwriter,
clip
you get a
those.
Okay, Joy, okay.
right background. You get a chance as a songwriter to really express yourself, and I know you probably go your friends' relationships and things that happen in their lives and yours. How much of the album you're working on now, because it's a single from the new record.
Correct.
How much of this one is going to be you?
I will say for this EP, all of it.
Good.
All
I'm
of it.
excited.
And I divide my topics up this way. You have songs that are fun. You have songs that unite. You have songs that empower. You have songs that talk about love. So it's FUEL. It's my acronym.
There you go.
Mm.
Working with acronyms,
Okay,
don't you?
cool.
Should be just like there are songs that aren't gonna become singles, but just because they don't become a single doesn't necessarily mean that they're not a dope track. Right?
Joy, can you tell me to stop standing like this? Because when I look at myself on the camera, I be like, why am I so
I'm gonna need you to stay focused,
I'm sorry, you know
Superman.
how it is. Like,
We
why am I
are
standing
clearly
like a
not
damn...
talking to you.
Is there a song on there that tells maybe about a journey, like in your life, or something that you significantly, been through?
I would say there's a song called Fly. And that song resonates with me because it basically talks about how when you're in a relationship with someone and you want to go the journey, you want to go through that journey with the person. So in this example, my music career is my opportunity to fly. But not everyone is in a position to go with you or want to go with you.
Ooh.
So I'm saying in the song, it's okay to go along for the ride. I want to go through this journey. I want to, experience this journey with you. Come on with me.
Come on, that ride. Hey, tell people how they can get that single and tell us about how we can continue to follow and support you on
I'm
social
Come on,
media.
watch that man.
I'm on all streaming sites. So Amazon Music, Tidal, I'm on
All of it.
All of
Spotify,
them.
everything.
Spotify,
What's the website?
Google me.
You can, and I'm on Instagram, LaShonda Schofield, very simply LaShonda Schofield. I'm on Twitter at Dat Girl Can Write. I'm also on Facebook. I have a website, www.3OH9music. So you can find me there, and I will be releasing my EP the end of the summer.
Hey, when we come back, I'm gonna tell you about Meghan Markle's estranged half brother and how he hating. Also, the two brothers up in Philadelphia. You remember that Starbucks case jump the other day?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what happened up there and a whole bunch more. You know
And
what?
much
Let's play some
more.
this or that too. It's Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. Wake up.
May the fourth be with you.
You can drop something.
May the
Do that
fourth
in the
be
next
with
minute.
you. Hey
Very
guys.
engaging discussion about
Oh.
mental health.
Oh yeah, it's
It's very important.
It's very
So-
important. If we get us right first, then
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
we're able to.
Hey, you know I'm
sustain
gonna cut
the
that, right?
relationship. That's what
I'm
we're
making a
doing.
note,
We're
mental
doing
note.
us right
You
first.
tell me
We're
something.
gonna go
You tell me
jumping
something.
into a
Nothing like that.
relationship,
So I
and
can.
then it
I'm
don't work out.
gonna listen.
It's
Listen to the
Around
whole
eight,
thing.
around 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm
You
listening to
came
the whole
along
thing.
and messed somebody else's life up. They
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
was over there being just fine.
Standing
You
over there
come
looking
along
like
with your
Superman,
toe
like he was
upset
about to
and
rip
mess
his
their
shirt
life
open.
up.
You was recording, right?
Yeah.
I think that's real, and one of the things that we were saying about going down the journey together. Sometimes you gotta hit the reset button because that person doesn't belong on the journey, and that's another thing that we don't do.
You can close
We have
that
a
if it's
path.
getting
We're
in your
going
way.
somewhere,
Oh.
and this person's
No,
not
it's
supposed to
not.
be along for a ride.
Well, sometimes you only got 4 seats. You gotta let somebody go.
Right.
Let me get that pen, Michael.
Tough decisions.
Okay, serious.
We ain't got a minivan
Yeah.
now.
Tough decisions.
Sometimes
but yeah.
people do not belong in your ride.
Yeah.
Actually, the majority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
just say
true.
I got a 2-seater.
Well, the interesting thing about that song is the person is no longer in the
And-
seat.
yeah,
So,
that's what's up.
yeah. So it's kind of like
Uh,
thought it was gonna be.
And a lot, maybe sometimes we want them to be along for the ride, so we almost forcing them on the ride, and they like, nah, I'm trying to get off this ride.
I don't even think.
Let them go.
Yeah.
Some
you
of
saw the
y'all,
movie
some of y'all
Frozen.
need to break up.
We're back now.
Y'all saw Frozen. Let it go. Let it go.
What is that?
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com is the website. LaShonda Schofield hanging out with us today. That new single, Watch That Man. You can get it on all streaming services. Also, today's show is being brought to you by our very own author Elam B. King, Understanding a Man. We're talking relationships, mental health, all that good stuff. And guess who's back? Joy A. Pearson is in the building.
Joy A. Mondoc Pearson, please.
There
Thank
you go. We say dot. They A. dot.
No, Joy A. Mondoc.
Oh, Mondoc Pearson, yes,
Thank
that's
you.
his
Get it right.
Instagram name. Today, which is the 4th of May, 2018.
And speaking of Margaret Thatcher, I'm just joking. On this day in 1979, Margaret Thatcher became Britain's first woman prime minister, and also in 1964, dun, 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 Another World premiered on NBC TV.
Oh, shout out to
well,
Another World.
I got excited because I thought it was a different world. I'm
That's
sorry,
right. Yeah, I had to
not on
process that.
NBC.
Process.
I was going to say Another World. People didn't watch the NBC stories. They always watch the General
CBS.
Hospitals and CBS.
I was like, yeah, we were definitely watching Young and the Restless back in the
Yes.
day. Good old Victor. Boy.
I never realized how many
Victor Mason.
men watched, soap operas
operas.
until I got to college, and
Yeah.
people would schedule their
Classes
classes
around
around young.
soap operas.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I never watched it.
And
Yeah.
now they just watch TMZ all day.
I was
It's
gonna
the
say,
news
well, the
opera,
funny
soap
thing
opera.
was that I got to the point where I was recording them, and my dad was actually recording them for me. So when I got home from school, he'd be like, "Man, Victor today."
My dad.
Victor, how
Victor
Victor been
today.
around forever? I don't-
Victor is still around, by the way.
But then I was
just
like,
want you
because
to know.
people die and then come back.
They
That's
do.
why I never
No,
respect soap.
he's a spirit now.
Oh, is
I'm
he
just
really?
joking.
Oh, okay. I was about to
I
say.
actually think he's still up there.
Speaking of Margaret Thatcher,
Yeah, about that.
Meghan Markle's estranged half-brother, Thomas Markle Jr. Now, how's a half-brother? Is it y'all got the same daddy? Is that it? Yeah, same daddy. So anyway, he shared a handwritten letter telling Prince Harry that he said it's not too late to cancel the wedding with his sister. The 51-year-old who is from Oregon in the U.S. has warned the 33-year-old royal to ditch the May 19th union with his sister, Meghan Markle. Now, Markle slammed the American star, insisting that the 36-year-old Meghan Markle is a jaded, shallow, conceited woman that will make a joke of you and the royal family heritage. Brother, hey, ain't he?
I wasn't listening. I wanted to be honest.
Nah, straight up though, y'all be these damn phones in here.
I'm about to say
Joy threw me off.
First and foremost, Michael, let's not act like your phone ain't up here too.
No, I'm saying
and you have the nerve to be
Y'all
like, Joy, can you tilt it a little bit more because my angle is off.
Meghan Markle and her half brother relationships. Why would a man go after his own sister like that? Obviously, they don't understand each other.
Man, but let's go back to the whole mental health thing. There might be an imbalance there. I mean,
from somebody else.
Yeah, you got some deep rooted something that you're trying to, I don't know, overcompensate for, or you mad at the past or whatever, your mom or your dad or something. I'm saying these things manifest themselves in a whole lot. Why would you come after your sibling?
Well, I mean, I think back in the day, and I don't know about this particular scenario, sometimes you didn't know you were related. I mean, like sometimes your family just gets so big and extended, like what happens in that scenario? Your dad been out there cheating on your mom, and now you have, a sister that you didn't know nothing about, or family members, and now you do, and yeah, you might be mad. I mean, that's just a horrible scenario.
When you were putting the book together and talking to the men, did mental health ever come up as a topic of conversation?
I would say no, it did not. I think that as you're reading it, there's certain chapters where they are speaking towards seeking counsel or making sure that you have a mentor, but other than I think the one chapter about sexual rejection, where some people were expressing how they were feeling depressed and just feeling confused or whatever, I would say that would maybe tie around it, but other than that, no, we really didn't.
The other day we were talking about music and how music is one of the most powerful tools. Eddie and I, we were doing some work the other day, and we talked about how as it pertains to programming, it does something to the brain from watching a television show versus listening through your ear and taking you to a place. Mental health is a big deal in America. So putting good music out there to help people cope is the key. Would you agree?
Absolutely, and that's what I strive for. I want to have music that is going to resonate, have positive messages, have very relatable melodies, very calming, and if you listen to a lot of my music, it just does that for people, and I think that's why it resonates so well with men and women, and I get positive vibes and feedback from both sexes for that reason. But the overarching goal for me is just to make sure that the messages aren't, as we talked about, man hate, man bashing. They need to empower. They need to have positive messages. They need to be teachable moments. And so that's really the overarching goal.
One of the things that I always thought was funny was, when Beyonce came out with Single Ladies, and, she was all for, just empowering women to be single. 2 months later, she got married. You know what I mean? Like, I just find it very, very funny, that you have these, celebrities that some people actually look up to like their God. And then at the end of the day, they're living a totally different lifestyle than what they're out there preaching to us.
And I think she said that too. She was just like, this is music, right? So you got to pay attention to that. And it's funny because we were talking about soaps earlier. And honestly, when I was coming up, my dad used to get upset at my mom if she watched soaps. And the reason why, because he was just like, and I really understood it later on, but he said, this is programming you, and this is going to lead you down a certain path that's going to trickle into my household. And I think people really have to pay attention. It's not just entertainment. You're getting programmed. And so you have to pay. We're all a product of the things that we see, and the things that we hear. And that goes back to the washing of the mind. You have to make sure that there's a balance. I get it if you want to watch a show, but what type of book did you listen to today? Did you read or whatever to wash your mind?
Yeah.
Because that can trip into your relationship.
UnderstandingTheMan.com is the website. Elam B. King is hanging out with us today. Miss Schofield, guess what? It's time to put you on the clock. We're going to get to learn you and know you a little more better.
Come on, H-Town. Yeah, because the average person isn't reading.
No, they're not.
You know what I mean? And if they are reading, it's news.
Yep. Which is more programming.
Oh, we still on something.
Michael and Joy in the morning.
Whoop, whoop.
MichaelandJoy.com. LaShonda Schofield hanging out with us today. We know she was born in Valdosta.
Yeah.
We know she moved up north to hang out in PG County, up in D.C. But what else do we know about Miss Schofield? We're going to find out. So growing up in Maryland, up in D.C. area, did y'all have y'all cereal on top of the refrigerator or in a pantry?
On top of the refrigerator.
Oh, yeah, they ain't had no money up there. The people ain't had no money, boy.
They had no. I was gonna say let's just be for real. She said that she was born to
My mother was 15 and a half.
a teenage mom. So
Hey, they ain't had no money.
what? I'm gonna say smack him. Let me throw something down.
15, you don't, I mean, you know,
No,
I get it.
She might have had a
I get it. She
sugar
did a good job. Shout out to
Yeah, she
mom.
did an awesome job. Shout out to
Ain't
your
nothing in
mom.
Valdosta though. My wife is from Valdosta, so I can talk about it.
Oh, so they might know each other.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
Well, I already said after this we gotta talk because
Oh my goodness.
we might be
yes.
extended cousins
Okay.
and
I
stuff.
was
You
gonna
know.
say
Home of the onion.
Oh,
Shout
my
out to y'all.
God.
All right, LaShonda, stay focused.
Okay.
See how you can easily lose focus messing with these two right here.
Bring it on.
So this is a game between Joy and I to get to know you a little better. And the thing is, we knew you were coming on the show like 17 weeks ago. So we put some questions together.
Okay.
And we answered the questions based off of how we think you would answer them. And it's a contest to see who knows you best. Right now, in 2018, the score is 11-7. Joy is in the lead, aka 7-11. Shout out to 7-11. 7-11. Everything in 7-11 is 7 to 11% higher than anywhere else. FYI. That's what 7-11 stands for, if y'all did not know. Alright, so the first question. You wake up in the morning, Miss Schofield, and there are 2 boxes of cereal on the table. One is Frosted Flakes, the other is Captain Crunch. Which one are you eating?
Oh, Captain Crunch.
All day, so that's one
Yeah.
for Michael.
So your mouth
Yeah.
all up.
Hello, meat be hanging from the top too. Cheetos or cheese puffs?
Cheetos. Everybody
Cheetos.
that knows me knows I love Cheetos.
And then you be doing this.
2-0.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I know. I stopped doing that.
What?
Yeah.
That's some good cheese right there. What's wrong?
Okay, first off, I'm gonna need you to never say that's some good cheese ever again in your life.
It's really not good cheese. Bro. There
That's
is
some good cheese.
pepper jack, there's
Michelle, help
Swiss,
him out, baby.
there's cheddar. There's some other cheeses out there. Bro.
Cheese powder.
As a matter of fact, here you go. McDonald's got some good cheese on that egg McMuffin. Go grab you one. On us, man. Free value.
He just got excited. I love it.
Mexican or Italian, and we're talking food, not men.
Mexican.
Mexican, all right. That's 2 to 1.
Enchiladas.
Watch that man. Lemon pepper wings or hot wings?
Lemon pepper.
Lemon pepper, all right.
Yeah.
2-2. McDonald's fries or Chick-fil-A fries?
Oh, McDonald's.
McDonald's fries 3-2. You're from Maryland.
From Maryland.
Yeah,
Chick-fil-A.
what's the score?
Cruise vacation or destination vacation?
Oh, destination.
Destination. All
Yeah.
right, 3-3 is the score. Vegas or Miami?
Vegas.
Vegas, bam, 4-3. All right, here go a real hood question for you.
Okay, lay it on me.
Grape Kool-Aid or red Kool-Aid?
Neither.
Nah, you gotta pick one, sis.
Come on now.
Grape.
Grape.
Tie score right now.
You know what her mama was putting in that when she was a little girl. Baby, going right to
Here's the
sleep, baby.
They got a funny taste, mama.
Mama got something to do later.
You know, it's amazing. It was a while before I actually understood that concept.
Yeah,
How
I
many
know.
moms do that?
We know, Eva.
So here's the deal.
Your
You
mama had
just
to put
wrapped
too
up
much
your
in
album
yours.
release party. Turned it out. You did your thing, inspired millions as you do on a daily basis. But after the listening party, you don't feel like driving home.
Okay.
So we hand you the old school house phone. You remember the house phone where you had to turn the number right there?
Oh, yeah.
There's only 3 numbers in this black book though, and you can only call one of these people to drive you home.
Okay.
So who's driving you home? Is it Chuck Brown, Lil Benny, or Murray and Bird? Who you call?
Murray and Murray.
Murray Murray, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay,
Shout out
Mary.
to you. I don't know
She
about
was like,
Murray
I'm trying to get home.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to get home.
Murray
That's why that
Murray.
didn't work out. That was all off.
Murray and Murray is
He know the city. He gonna make sure I get the
exactly. He the only person I know that will stand in the mirror, smoke crack, and say, she set me up. That wasn't me.
So you know he's from
Long
DC.
ago.
Hey, congratulations
Who
to
won?
you. It was tie. It was a tie game. Congratulations to you. You're going to be back in Atlanta next month.
Yes.
Tell me about the event next month.
Juneteenth is going to be at the Marietta Square. It's being sponsored by the NAACP and the city of Marietta.
There you
Yeah,
go.
come on,
Congratulations
cool
to you. Even B. King is in the building,
Yeah,
understanding
yeah.
the man. Best advice that you can give the men and the women this weekend as we roll into this Cinco de Mayo weekend.
I would say sit and pay attention to exactly the type of relationship that you're in right now, and be willing to perhaps hit the reset button and start this thing over. Recognize whether or not that you have made a seasonal decision, and one of the telltale ways of that is that when you're trying to progress, that person makes you digress. And you should, when people say love hurts, that's a lie. We need to stop putting love does not hurt. Hate is, hate hurts, or disappointment hurts, but love does not hurt. So if you're in a relationship and you are hurting, you might quite frankly be in the wrong relationship.
Come on,
you need to hit the reset button and start over. Be willing to walk off, and then that's when a lot of times, like we said, clip that in, and then your blessing is gonna come.
Hey, tomorrow is Saturday. I hope you enjoy your Cinco de Mayo. And before we get out of here today, I gotta say congratulations to Matt Ryan, our Atlanta Falcon quarterback. He has agreed to a 5-year contract extension with our Atlanta Falcons. And sources tell us, because we saw the contract, that deal will make Matt Ryan a $30 million a year man. He is set to make $150 million over the term of his contract with our Atlanta Falcons, and the deal includes $100 million guaranteed. So that $100 million should take care of those twins that Matty Ice just had. And he got a birthday coming up on May 17th.
I was going to say,
turn up.
We looking at the football.
Hey, Matt Ryan, so we're going to be at that blue flame on the 17th, boy. Turn up.
He going to be
Yeah,
all the
probably
way
not.
in June.
Yeah. He's going to be practicing. He's working. Hey, tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo. Enjoy your weekend.
Happy
We'll see y'all
birthday,
Monday.
Samara.
It's Michael Joy in the morning. Wake up.
Hey, drop?
Yeah.
I guess keep it recording. I'll just cut it.
Happy birthday,
I'll cut it from the main one.
So
keep it
Schofield,
recording.
what's your
Just
first
mute
name?
all the mics except hers.
It's LaShonda Schofield.
And it's the same
Yeah.
thing on Instagram.
And you can look at, it's the same thing on Instagram.
All right, guys.
You can look at my post from yesterday. You can see her name on there.
Which mic is hers?
All right, guys.
So,
have a
her
great day.
last
From the
name
top of
is
my head to the soles of my
Varian.
feet, I ask that God watch over you, keep you, protect you,
Varian.
expand your territory and your capacity. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Bye,
Testing,
guys.
testing, 1, 2, 3.
Mwah.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Thanks for
4,
tuning
5.
in. Periscope. See you later.
With Michael and Joy in the morning.